This ain't your everyday tactical carry video. This is your everyday tactical carry bag video. Hi guys, my name is Huey, and today we're going to be talking about this carry bag that I just bought today at my local Goodwill. This is a Golla Generation Mobile bag. Technically, this is a camera bag, but I wanted a different bag for my everyday carry stuff, my everyday carry tools. So, um, why did I choose the carry bag? I wanted it for more convenience. It's sometimes, depending on where you go, it's kind of sketchy carrying a backpack. You know, sometimes the owners will be like, "Hey, you got to take off the backpack at the door," or just something like that. And there was a bunch of empty space in my backpack too. I don't really go on big trips. I mainly just go to work. And I originally wanted a bigger bag for better organization, but I don't really go on big trips, just like I said. So I decided to get a smaller bag. And my options, my store options that I had originally went to, um, like I said, I went to Walmart at first. I went there about a week ago with Jay, and I was showing him a couple of the backpack options that I liked there. And it was Ozark Trail brand, which I do support Ozark Trail. I just recently got a knife from Ozark Trail. It's the Glacier, which I talked about in one of the previous videos. Um, I also went to a couple Goodwills. I went to a couple out of town and one in town, and I also went to this flea market that was out of town as well. And and if you're wondering if it easily opens, the answer is yes, it sure does. It is supported by Velcro, and as you can hear it, it is opened. You can see the Velcro patch right there. I'm going to scoot closer so that way you guys can have a closer look. There's the patch for that, so that way it can seal properly. There's that. And then the purpose of this bag is to keep just my everyday carry tools in it. Just to have everything that I need for emergencies and whatnot. So I'm gonna pull out this bag right here, show you guys some of my.
It doesn't pull out.
Oh, it doesn't? No. Oh, okay. Well, I can just show the inside of it then. As you can see, I got my keys. Oh, and this big clip right here. If you can see right here on this part, you can clip this onto here, and boom, you can have it on your bag if you wanted to. But since I like my keys and I don't want them to get stolen or get lost, I just put them back in this main pouch here. So I'm just going to put that right there for right now because I still have some more stuff to show you guys that's in this bag. Let's see, we got my first aid kit stuff. And then I have some more first aid kit stuff. Then we have my big flashlight. And then my pair of pliers, pair of reliable pliers. Alright. Hope you guys can see all this stuff. Alright, and then that's everything in the main pouch. So I'm gonna close that up. Alright. And then we got my Ozark Trail Glacier knife. This bad beauty. $8. You guys already know about this knife. I showed it to y'all. So I'm gonna put that there. And then I got my CRKT Bamboozled Gentleman's Knife. Got that right here. It's not used for heavy duty stuff. It's used for light duty. And then I got my homemade pry bar. I did this a couple hours ago with Jay. He helped me out with this, and I really appreciate his help. So there's that. And then we have my Ace Beam Key Light 500 flashlight. And on this, we have a homemade lanyard made out of rope, and we braided this together. Jay also helped me out with it, which is also much appreciated. So I am going to place this right here. And this Ace Beam Keylight 500 flashlight, if you know anything about it, on the high setting, it is really bright. So to conserve battery power, I usually try to keep it on the low setting because it lasts longer that way too. I mean, you could have it on the medium setting, and it is a little bit brighter, but if you wanted a dimmer light, I would go with the low setting. That's just a recommendation. But yeah, that's mainly everything in my everyday tactical carry bag. Oh, a few more things. Uh, I had this patch on the top part of the front of my backpack, and now I have it right here because there was a Velcro spot right here. Originally, there was a Velcro loop or a Velcro connector right here, but I took it off because I didn't like it personally. So I did that. And there's also this little back pouch here, but with all this stuff in here, I can't really fit anything, but I do have a backup key for my work in here. So that's like the only thing that can really fit in here when this stuff is all in this bag. So
if I can step in, I'd just like to say, what's the difference between our two bags, right? Like you have your bag and then I have mine, right? And what's the difference? Obviously, the shape is similar, right?
mhm.
But the difference is that he's carrying less stuff. His is less wider than mine is, and he's primarily carrying this to go to work. Like he wants to take this to work and be able to have people not be scared of him. You know what I mean? But when I go to like places, I have my firearm on me, my tools, and everything else that I need, so it takes up more space. I just wanted to talk about this bag for a second as well because I thought that this was a really good one. I saw this at Goodwill just the other day, and then luckily it was still there. And I told my roommate it's made out of polyester, and we saw another bag that was like Case Logic or something like that, and it was made out of pleather, and it had all the organizational things that you would want, but it's made out of pleather.
Yeah, like originally I was gonna get that bag, but I noticed that the pleather was starting to fade on the top, and usually pleather doesn't last long. Polyester lasts longer than pleather.
So this is the second video in just a few short days of everyday carry stuff, and I just wanted to talk about what really needs to go in an everyday carry bag. And as you can see here, even in his bag, it makes a lot of sense. So he has a flashlight. He has two of them. He has one that can take regular batteries, and then he has one that's rechargeable. Then after that, he also has his keys, which has a multi-tool on it, and he has first aid. And then after that, he has a pry bar and a pair of pliers. This isn't everything that you would need for a kit, but just to start out, this will get you by most of your issues. Like you can get through quite a few things with just this setup. Like I know for a fact you can take flathead screws off with a knife. It's not the most beneficial thing for the knife, but in a worst case scenario, you can definitely do that. Another thing is he's got little tiny scissors on these. So he's got scissors as well in this kit. Um, so I think that it's a pretty good setup just to start out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I agree. And eventually in the future, I do plan on getting more things from my everyday tactical carry bag. So whenever I do, please stay tuned.
And we'll give you an update on both of our carry bags as they progress and mold over time. I feel like everyday carry bags change as you get more items and you get new things to add to it. And then you realize, hey, I could put this in there too. And all of a sudden, you have multiple items that you need to put in a toolbox or you need to have a new home for because they don't fit in your everyday carry bag anymore.
That's right. Or you'll come up with new ideas like, hey, this can go well with this. You're inside this carry bag, and or just something like that. For example.
And like you said, one of the things that I didn't like about this bag to start out with was that it had this Velcro strap on the front. Because if you're trying to easily just open this up and get right to whatever you're trying to get to, we had all this in here, he had his knives set up right here. So if I were to want to easily open this up, I could just, easily grab a knife from right here. I could have the knife, the knife has been sitting here, for example, and then you just pull it out. It makes it super easy and convenient, and then you're like, bam, you're good to go. So I thought that was pretty cool about this bag too. Although it's a camera bag, it'll make a good EDC bag. And sometimes you can find things that aren't designed for what you want, but you can turn them into something else.
Mhm. Turn it into something innovative. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you want to comment some recommendations to put in an everyday tactical carry bag, please comment. And if you want to subscribe to our channel, Midwest Best, please do so. Well, I think that's it. I think that wraps it up. So, in the meantime, I hope you guys stay blessed, stay positive, have a good day or night whenever time you're watching this. And I hope you guys have a good one. Take care.
This ain't your everyday tactical carry. This was Huey's, tactical carry bag. Have a great one, y'all.